thank you for being a member on eBay for more than 22 years now. Such an impressive feat. Tell me please, Nicholas, what may I help you resolve today?
eBay are still withholding all of our earnings. You've also given us a deadline by the 3rd of March. What happens after that deadline, we don't know, but we're worried for our business now. That blows my mind. So 2 weeks later, where we are not allowed to have any of our money, it's taken 2 weeks for somebody to think maybe a human being should look into this. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir, and that's
Wow.
what I'm taking care of together now.
Wow.
I can't even describe to you the stress in my body. I feel like sitting in a corner and sobbing my heart out.
We'll get an email that says, computer says no, please send us a vial of your blood, and if we don't laugh, we'll cry about it because it is ridiculous. As the man said, you've been with us for over 20 years, isn't that fantastic?
22 years.
Yes, as the same partnership we still are, that you don't now believe we are? Hello, this is us 2 weeks into this ordeal. And we realised we need an intro to this video. eBay needed to verify our business details.
Yeah.
Not a problem. 2 weeks in to us sending eBay every document you can imagine, they are still withholding all of our earnings, not explaining why they refuse to believe we are who we say we are, despite us trading on eBay for over 20 years as the same legal entity. We are a partnership. This video is to track what has gone on, some of the phone calls, some of the many phone calls we've had, and the utter frustration and ridiculousness. Is that a word?
Yeah, completely understand. There's no problem about being verified. Everybody has to do it. I thought, oh, well, that's okay. I've got all of those details, every single thing that they listed that they required from us, but it was rejected. And that was the beginning of the whole thing.
I'm going to put some stuff in here. We filmed a couple of the conversations. It will give you a flavour of what has been going on in our little world for the past couple of weeks. Brace yourselves. Okay, so we're going to request a call from eBay. Again, this is not the first time we've spoken to them. And try and work out why they are not accepting the letters we have had sent to us by HMRC, which have all of the details that they've said they need for us to verify our account and get paid. So you'll see how we get on this time and what reason they give for holding our money. Right, are they calling us? Are they going to call my phone?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, now I can hear you better. Thank you so much for reaching out to eBay customer service, and thank you for being a member on eBay for more than 22 years now. Such an impressive feat. Tell me please, Nicholas, what may I help you resolve today?
eBay are still withholding all of our earnings. They have asked us to verify our account. We have done so, and they're still refusing to accept our letters that we've got from the HMRC. We've sent letters with all of the information on that's been requested, and eBay are still withholding our funds. So we need to sort it out as soon as possible, because we run our business on eBay, and currently we don't have an income because eBay is refusing to allow us to take our money out, despite, as you point out, we've been customers of yours for over 20 years using the same partnership details, and for some reason eBay now will not accept that we are who we say we are, despite nothing changing and us sending you letters that prove who we are. This is not the first time I've had to ring you. It wasn't sorted out last time, and it's now ridiculous.
The thing that it asks us for is a partnership document that must show the partnership name, tax ID and business address. So we went onto the HMRC website and I found the page that had all of our partnership details and I submitted that, and that showed our tax ID, our partnership name and our business address. It shows our legal entity name, our partnership name, it shows our registered country within the address, it shows the tax ID, and it shows that we are a partnership, we're not a corporation. It was discovered that apparently what they needed was our full names as well as all of the other details, because all of the documents that we have from the HMRC are just addressed to Mr. MP Hills or Mrs. AL Hills, so it didn't have our full names. So we were asked to call HMRC and ask them to send us something that has all of those details and has our full names on it. And they have sent through 2 documents, one for myself, one for my husband, with our full names on and all the other details that have been requested, and it was rejected.
We are still the same partnership we have been trading as for the last 20 plus years on eBay. And for some reason, despite now proving again who we are and all the details which haven't changed, can you explain why we are being refused payment of our money?
And why they can't verify us?
Okay, now I can totally understand the situation and where you're coming from, and I'm sorry that you're going through all of this, but it is required by law as well for eBay to verify all the members that we have on our site, basically. Now, I'm going to check out and see why this verification procedure is not going as it should, specifically for you, okay?
Thank you.
Bear with me for a moment, please, as I'm having the situation looked up.
Okay.
Nicholas, are you still with me?
Yes, I'm still waiting.
Thank you for that. What I would like to know is about the company registration number. Could you provide some information about that one?
We are not a company, so we don't have a company registration number. We're a partnership. We provided our partnership UTR, which is a unique tax reference, which is on all of the paperwork we've sent to you. Do you want me to tell you what the number is?
No worries, no worries. Bear with me just for a moment, please.
Just so you know, we've never been a company. In all the years we've been on eBay, we've always been a partnership with the same partnership number.
Okay.
Is that what the problem is, that eBay thinks we should be a company now?
No, I just wanted to confirm with you because I need all the details as I'm going to check it up again, okay?
Sure.
Okay, Nicholas, I'm going to be putting you on a brief 2-minute hold so that I can check out the situation with another department, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for that.
So, we're 20 minutes into this particular phone call. Doesn't feel like we're any further. We've just had the conversation about, can we have your company number? I don't know how many times we've told them we're not a company. I'm waiting for him to ask for certain information because we have provided all the information on the letters we had specifically sent to us by the HMRC, which details all of the information that eBay have asked for us to confirm. We've sent them all of it. So I'm waiting for them to explain what the problem is. At the moment, I don't know what he's doing, but 20 minutes in, he's now put us on hold so he can talk to somebody else. We've been through all of this before.
We went through this last week, and it turned out that they wanted our full names.
Hello, Nicholas.
Hello again.
I thank you for your patience. I understand that it is going for a while, but right now I'm having it looked up with another specialized department, and I'm gonna get right back as soon as we have an official answer so that we can resolve the situation, okay?
Good. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that.
I don't know what else it is.
I thank you so much for your patience. So I have been instructed that our following department that I was in contact with will investigate this situation into further details, and we will check out exactly what you will need in order to complete this verification procedure. What we're going to do is we're going to schedule a follow-up together, and I'm going to either contact you directly and provide all the information that you will need in order to complete the verification procedure.
My confusion here is that we've provided every single thing that we've been asked for. And last
I
week,
understand.
yeah, but last week we went through all of this with another person on the phone, and they told us that the only thing that was missing was our full names. So we've now provided that.
On 2 letters that we've had sent to us, because we've been here before and been told basically what you've just said, but they've already given us the list of things we need to provide. So we spent hours on the phone to the HMRC and convinced them to please send us letters that list all of the things that you wanted. We've waited and waited for those to come through. We've now sent them to you, and now you're asking us to wait again, despite us already providing all of the information on letters that you've already asked for. This makes no sense.
No, I understand that it is frustrating, Nicholas, but I'm asking a bit more time out of you in order to complete this one.
So can we do this tomorrow? Because at the moment, I don't know if you understand, we are not getting paid. We have no income because of this.
I understand. We'll schedule it for tomorrow, and I'm going to give you a call tomorrow then.
What time would this be?
Would it be the same time as right now okay for you?
Yes, so about past, well, I don't know what time it is where you are, but yes, that's fine. Okay.
I thank you so much for your patience. I'm sorry that it had to go this way, but we're going to resolve it. I can guarantee you that one.
Oh, okay. All right. So you can guarantee we'll resolve it tomorrow. That's a relief. Oh, good. I'm glad you said that, because I'm relieved that we're going to solve it tomorrow now. Thank you.
Thank you so much for reaching out to eBay customer service, and I wish you a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
All the best. Take care.
Bye. Well, that was different. He's guaranteed they're going to resolve it tomorrow.
There was only just a hint of sarcasm in your voice there.
Well, I'm sorry, but I mean, I have zero faith that they're going to resolve anything, because we've just jumped through all of the hoops and got these letters with all of the detail that they asked for.
I don't understand why they couldn't just tell us on the phone. I feel I need to resolve this now. It's been 2 weeks. We're not getting any of our money. It's been 2 weeks. It's ridiculous.
Well, you heard the man. He guaranteed that they will resolve it and verify us tomorrow.
I just don't. I know, but I'm beyond stressed now. Like, I can't even describe to you the stress in my body. I feel like sitting in a corner and sobbing my heart out.
Well, we will hopefully remember to film tomorrow when he's going to guarantee to resolve it. 2 weeks in. Computer says no. Please send us a vial of your blood.
Sample of your DNA.
We will...
and all your fingerprints.
We will continue this tomorrow. If we don't laugh, we'll cry about it, because it is ridiculous. As the man said, You are a valued customer. You've been with us for over 20 years. Isn't that fantastic?
22 years.
Yes. As the same partnership we still are, that you don't now believe we are?
Yeah, the thing is, completely understand that they have to verify people from time to time. That's not the issue. Verifying is absolutely fine. The trouble is, we've given them every single thing that we can possibly give them to verify who we are. There's nothing else we can give them, and they still won't verify us.
And we were under a deadline that by the 3rd of March they will kind of escalate this and restrict us even further. At the moment we are still trading on eBay. They're just not allowing us to receive any of our earnings. So it is now the next day. Hopefully you would have seen in the last clip we were promised a call today at the same time. So we've actually given them an hour's grace. It's now gone 4 o'clock and we have sat waiting for the call. And they never called. They did say they might email.
Yeah, no emails come through either.
No email. The sad thing is, if I was asked yesterday to predict what would happen, this would be it. But this is now, it's just rude. It's just beyond unhelpful to promise a call back. He actually promised he would get it all sorted for me today. So we've sat around for an hour waiting for a call. And nothing happened. Are we going to try calling them again today? What are we going to do now?
I don't know. I just feel I'm in limbo, and I just want to get this resolved. You know, it's stressing me out beyond belief. Do we contact eBay for Business? Is that our next port of call?
Yeah, there is a Facebook group where you can go and try and get help. We could see if somebody over there might have any suggestions. But yes, eBay, if you end up watching this, can you see how unhelpful your system, whatever system this is proving to be?
Yeah.
At the very least, when you say you're going to call back, the very least. Anyway. So we're going to have a think. We're going to try some other things. We may call eBay again. I'll probably record that if we do. So this continues. This is not over yet. We still have not been paid by eBay. Received our earnings from eBay for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
We will update you.
Yeah.
Okay, quick little update. I have just messaged eBay for Business through their Facebook. Explaining where we are with this verification process. See if they have a way of looking into it. Update. It's been half hour, 40 minutes. We've not had any reply from my message to eBay for Business. We thought we would just try eBay again. We've just requested a call back. We will try again and we will ask why we weren't called back today, despite the promises we had yesterday that not only would they call us back, but they would resolve this. We'll see what they have to say. Right, here we go. We have requested to speak to someone in Ireland, but we'll see.
Hi, this is eBay customer service. My name is Mario. Just to keep your account safe, can I get your first and last name?
Okay, we were waiting for a call back. We rang in yesterday and spoke to a representative who was going to try and solve our verification problem we have. We sat here waiting for an hour for the call. Nobody called. We didn't receive an email. We were promised we were going to get this resolved today. We've just wasted another hour trying to solve this. If I quickly fill you in on the problem.
Sorry, this is Mrs. Hills. We were asked to get the HMRC to write us a letter, and I submitted that to eBay, and that's been rejected again. Apparently they were going to tell us today what it was we needed to solve this. We're just so stressed by it now. We don't know what to do. It's 2 weeks in. And
so we need you to resolve this for us.
Okay. Well, I appreciate appreciate you for calling back again and explaining everything all over. And I'm sorry to know that you were not called back as promised. I did see there's a callback program on the system, so it should have been like an hour and a half ago.
Yep. And we sat here waiting. We sat here waiting for over an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I just want to say that I'm here to help you, and I'll be happy to do my best to have this resolved today. I'm also documenting what happened about that callback that you never received. I also understand there wasn't any email or any notification sent with any explanation. So, of course, I'll be taking care of that too.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. They just said that the documents submitted was unsupported. So maybe I guess that's the reason for the failure every time.
Sorry, I missed what you said. The document was what? Unsupported?
Yeah, that's
what does that mean?
Communication.
What does that mean? Because we got a letter from the government that listed all of the things that you wanted, which was our full names, our tax reference number, our full address. So there's nothing more we can give. It listed all of the things that we were asked for in an official letter we had specifically sent to us with all of the things you asked for.
Yeah.
So we need somebody to tell us what we need to do next, because you've also given us a deadline by the 3rd of March. What happens after that deadline, we don't know, but we're worried for our business now.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course I do understand that. So sometimes what happens is that for some reason, even when the document is supported, sometimes the system has issues trying to do the verification itself. So usually when we have this type of problem, what we do is to request our compliance team. So that's going to be a human being doing a manual verification of the document instead of the system, so we can make sure that it can pass.
Could I just confirm then? So a human being hasn't even looked at our documents. It's just a computer.
Right. It was the system all this time, so that's why I
so
can do a request.
That blows my mind. So 2 weeks later, where we are not allowed to have any of our money, it's taken 2 weeks for somebody to think maybe a human being should look into this. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir, and that's
Wow.
what I'm taking care of together now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to know that, but it seems like that's what happened. At the moment, there hasn't been any request to our compliance team to do it.
We've been told several times it's being escalated, it's being looked into, somebody will get back to you several times. So nothing was done, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, well, I cannot speak for, all the agents you spoke to before, but I can say that this is what I'm going to do, and I'm checking the notes from the previous calls, so let me just work on that. I'm checking some details now.
Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome. I will please ask you to, I know you've uploaded the document already, but I'm just going to ask you to please do it one more time with me on the phone so we can trigger a new manual verification by a human being from that team.
We're just going to send the document again.
So this time I am going to do this request to do it so a human being can do a manual verification. So let me know whenever you're ready uploading the document, and I'll make you the request right now.
Yeah, I've uploaded it.
Nobody ever tells us what's wrong.
Yeah, well, this time I'll make sure we have a response letting us know exactly what the problem is or if it's been resolved. So to be honest with you, this compliance team, they are an offline department, so we don't have an option to get in touch with them via phone call.
Well,
so this is gonna be all by text.
That feels.
Make sure we get a response.
I understand what you're saying, and that feels like part of the problem, that people are not talking to people. You see what I mean? This will now get passed on to somebody who doesn't understand what the issues are or doesn't understand what's going on, and they're just rejecting it without letting anybody else, like yourself or us, know why. But let's cross our fingers that it works this time.
Yeah, you can believe me. I'll make sure that we have a straight response, and if for any reason they cannot pass that verification manually, they will be letting us know what the reason is and what we need to do to fix the problem. We're taking actions today.
Okay, thank you.
I can give you a call back within the next 2 hours just to let you know if there's any update or not. Or yeah, I can assure you this time I'll be taking care of this myself.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so I don't know what you would have heard, but we are now having this escalated. Somebody is manually going to look at our paperwork. What blows my mind, what came up in this conversation is that within this 2-week period, a human being has not looked at any of our paperwork. That's what he said. So it is literally computer says no, despite us speaking to several different people and being on the phone for hours now.
So perhaps the computer's just being confused with not being able to pick out the right numbers, or
Maybe, but you would have thought at some point in this 2-week period a human being would have looked at it. We've impressed on them how important this is, as in it's our income being held.
It's not like it's our business.
And, well, right. Anyway, he sounded, I think I got through to him how annoyed we are right now and how this has got ridiculous, particularly being promised a call back and sitting here for an hour waiting for that call back. So we will update you again. We shall see. Very quick update. We've just got in, so we weren't prepared with the GoPro ready to film, but I just had a call back from Mario, I think the name of the chap is, who's dealing with this. The reason why all of our paperwork has been rejected before was because it didn't have the information on it that was requested. And we know everything they've asked for is on that. Our names, our business entity name, our unique tax reference, as in our partnership number, everything is on there. Our full names, everything they've asked for. And if they've rejected those before, I predict they're going to reject them again. Mario has said he will let us know if anything changes through the rest of the weekend. Otherwise, it's going to be Tuesday now until we hear anything. I'll update you again when we know something else. Okay, update as promised. It is now Tuesday. We had the first communication we had after that little clip where I spoke to Mario and nothing really had changed was we had a message come through saying you need to provide your company documents.
Yeah, and so what we had sent through with Mario was rejected.
Which we kind of expected. But at this point, when we've told anybody that will listen we're not a company, they are still sending us messages telling us to provide company details. It's infuriating. And then they followed that up with a message saying your complaint has been resolved.
That was best. That was the best one.
Well, like,
it's been resolved.
We haven't complained.
Resolved.
We haven't complained about anything. We're just providing documents you keep asking us for, and nothing's been resolved. We are still, our account is still restricted. We cannot receive earnings. Nothing's been resolved. So that was a kick in the what's it? So we then had a message from Mario.
Yeah.
Asking
this
for
is today.
Shall I read this?
Yeah.
Acceptable documents you need to provide. It says partnership agreement tax return document from each, in capital letters, partner within the last tax year.
So I've sent that through, and that's where we're at right now. I've sent that through.
Bear in mind, can I just say, bear in mind, everything is done digitally now. All of our tax submissions are digital. We don't write on a piece of paper. We don't have any paper documents. So we've had to go and track these down, find them, print them off, and then the only way of submitting anything to support our verification is to send a digital picture. But only one. We're only allowed to send one at a time.
That's one file at a time.
Even when they request multiple, like this. So we've had to print off these digital forms, take a photo of both of them, because we can only submit one thing at a time, and send that as a photograph. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so that's been sent off. And then we had a follow-up from somebody else on the same email thread
Nicholas, I understand you have submitted a partnership tax return document. That's what I have just submitted. And I appreciate you sharing the document. However,
wait for it.
when we shared the document with our verification team, they have requested for the below document to complete the verification. Now we have
This is where it gets
three
confusing.
options here. For the partnership, you can upload a current year's tax return, applied form
What does that mean?
with page 1 to 8.
Now, that one's confusing. Current year. If they're talking about the current year, we haven't submitted that tax form. We don't do that. We're still in it. We're still trading in the current year. So do they mean the previous year? Don't know. That's a bit
I think it
ambiguous.
must mean the previous year.
Plus, they want pages 1 to 8. This
But
is a
you can only upload one file.
It's a digital form. They want us to submit pages 1 to 8 of a tax return, right? So that's 1. 2, shall I read number 2? Previous year's tax return. They want as well. Or is it either or? They don't specify.
We're not sure. We're not sure if they want
get this.
all three or just maybe one of those.
So option 2 is previous year's tax return. The whole thing? We don't know. Oh no, wait for it. With page 1 signed and dated and page 2. Now, page 1 has nowhere that it asks us to sign. So they just wanting us to randomly sign our names on a printout of a digital tax form from a year or two back. Don't know, not explained. Page 1 will include an IR mark number provided by the HMRC. Page 2 will show your legal name. It doesn't. We've looked.
No, page 1 does though.
Page 2 does not have our legal partnership name on it, but you want page 2. Anyway, that goes on. That's option 2. Or maybe they want both. They don't specify. Number 3, a letter from HMRC confirming the partnership details, legal name and UTR signed by an HMRC officer and dated within the last 12 months. We said we can get a letter from the HMRC that lists all of the things you wanted. We provided that for them. They never asked for it to be signed.
Yeah. They say a letter from HMRC confirming the partnership details, legal name and UTR. That's what we submitted. Did they reject it because we looked back at it? The person who sent it didn't sign it.
Nobody hand signed it. So now they're asking for basically us to generate the same letter from the HMRC and get a person to physically sign it for us. They've never asked for that before. Anyway, so and the letter goes on and on, or this email goes on and on. My brain is fried. I replied to this. Can I read you my reply? Because this may give you a hint of my frustration with them at this point. Thank you for your email, I say. On your list of documents that we can provide to verify our partnership details is a letter from the HMRC as follows. And I repeated what they asked for. I said to them, we have already requested 2 letters from the HMRC, one for Nicholas, one for Andrea, with all the details requested and submitted them to you, and they were rejected. We were not asked to request signed documents. Is this now the problem? Question mark, right? We phoned them up and requested letters that contained all of the details you needed. And this is what we provided. I can send it again, but worry it will be rejected. The partnership tax return you asked for is 8 pages long, yet we can only submit 1 image to you. How would you suggest we do this? That's my next question. Thirdly, I say, can you confirm what you mean by current year's tax return, as we have not completed the current year 23-24 tax return, as we are still trading in this year and it won't be done until next April. Also, you asked that we send the previous tax return, page 1 and 2, that must be signed. Do you want us to print them off and sign them, even if there isn't a box asking for a signature, which there isn't? And do you need both of our signatures on each page? Because that was never mentioned, and we don't want to get this wrong, because we have to go through the whole palaver every time we send a document.
And you have to wait 24 hours every time.
Can you please confirm that you only require one of the 3 documents requested in the previous email, or are you actually asking for all of them? Because they do not say. Also, is there anyone we can actually talk to about this? We are trying at the verification team, this is. Customer services try and help, but they don't seem able to really. We are trying everything we possibly can and don't seem to be getting anywhere. That's what I sent to them.
Yeah. And the answer to that is an email they sent after that, which says, "This is an unmonitored inbox." So that message went nowhere.
We are going to have to continue this, obviously. We are not any further. No. We've got paperwork coming out of our ears. We don't really know what we're being asked for right now. Communicating with anybody is difficult and painful. I just don't know anymore. Hopefully this gives you a glimpse, a flavour into the merry-go-round we've been put on with this. We have tried to provide everything they've asked for at every point. We have tried. We can't manufacture document. Well, we kind of did. We phoned HMRC and we instructed them to list every little thing they wanted.
Yeah.
That wasn't enough. Anyway, you've heard this before. This is not over. We will do a follow-up video. Hopefully we'll be able to tell you something has changed in the next video.
Can I just say though, that at least we now have a little bit of information about what they're looking for, because I just kept uploading stuff that I thought, well, that's got everything they want on it. Give them that. Give a letter from HMRC. Give them that. 2 weeks of just everything I send has been rejected.
Right, we need to end this. It's not over. This is part 1. eBay, if you're watching this, call me. I'd like a chat. We'll speak to you soon. Ta-ra.